All right, welcome. Billy Scott here. Excited to talk about something that can benefit not only you, can benefit your significant other, can benefit your kids when they turn 18 or older, or other people around you. We're going to talk about trade lines, and I'm excited because if you're seeing this through my Instagram account, the channel called Free Game. This is what you can expect. A lot of free video content. We're going to have other resources, tools, PDFs and things that help you around your financial part of your life as well as your personal growth, your mindset. And so let's get right into this first topic. I get asked about this a lot. I've been in the credit and financial education space for over 7 years now, and this comes up often. So how does it benefit you or others around you? What is a trade line? What's the right way to use them? What's the wrong way to use them? We're going to answer all of that in this video right now. So definitely feel free to take notes or save this video. Now, number one, trade lines. What happens is trade lines can be almost like a hack for your credit where you can accelerate your credit building very fast, okay? Or you can help other people do the same thing. But again, there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. How do you do it? Well, certain credit cards, that's one tip. Certain credit cards, not all credit cards, certain credit cards, you can add somebody on to the credit card. Let's say it's a positive account. Let's say it has a positive history. Let's say the payments have been made for some time. And let's say you are looking to strengthen your credit. So let's use you as the example. And then if you already have great credit, congratulations. You can apply this to other people around you. But let's, for example purposes, let's say you are looking to rebuild your credit or start from scratch building your credit, or whatever the case is. What you can do with a trade line is if somebody has great credit or a significant credit card, with a higher balance, let's say $5,000 limit or more, and they have a low balance on it, like they don't use it much or they paid it down, they keep it at a very low balance, and the payment history on that credit card is excellent. They don't have any late payments or missed payments, okay? A lot of credit card companies will allow that credit card user to add on an authorized user, meaning adding on a second person to that account. Now, a couple of things that I get asked about. If they add you on, does it affect their credit report? And the answer is no. Okay, because the only way you can affect their credit if they add you on as an authorized user is when they add you on as an authorized user, the credit card company usually sends the primary user a second credit card, a copy of another card for that account for the authorized user, but they send it to the real owner of the account. So the only way that you can jeopardize their credit is if they give you that second card and then they give you permission to go charge and use the card. That makes sense? So if they add you on as an authorized user, but they don't give you the card, guess what? You can't jeopardize their credit. So that's a very important question to get asked often. The next thing is the credit card companies that allow to add authorized users, keep this in mind. Some of them report to, a lot of them, probably half of them, more than half of them, they report that credit card account and all that positive history to the authorized user's account. So let's say right now you don't have any or very little credit card history, and then somebody adds you on as authorized user to that credit card, and it has, let's say, 6 years of credit card history with all the payments made on time. About over half of credit cards will add on all 6 years of that history to your credit profile. So it looks like you also made those payments and have that 6 years of positive history to your credit report. And this is why it's like a hack and a big boost to your credit report, because you can instantly build credit history by using a trade line. And so that's why this is very popular. Let me tell you how you can use this for people around you. So a lot of parents that have established great credit, they can literally have their child that turns 18, or maybe they're in their 20s or in college, and they can add their kids onto one or more of their credit cards as an authorized user. Don't give them access to the account or the extra card, but all of that credit history can instantly take your kid to a 700 plus credit score. Okay, as long as they don't have any negative remarks or other accounts that's jeopardizing it or counterbalancing it. If that's all they have and you add them on a 1, 2, or 3 of your credit cards, the more the better. Then guess what? You can have your kids starting their adult life with very strong credit and put them in position to where they can start qualifying for their own credit cards, and then you could take them off of yours later. That's another thing. So once they could use somebody you add on to your credit as an authorized user, you can add them on and give them the opportunity to start establishing and building their own credit. What's going to happen is, because that positive credit is on their credit report, they're going to start getting new offers of credit cards that they can open up themselves. And once they have those cards open, you can take them off of your credit card accounts, and then boom, they have their own credit to build from there. All right. Now, a couple of things that's important to know about the legalities about this. Now, what happens is there's companies that are selling trade lines, meaning you can buy a trade line from a company, and the company is making money from selling you somebody's trade line that you don't know. So here's the deal with that. People ask all the time, is it legal? Is it illegal? So technically, it's not illegal yet, but companies consider it to be unethical. So, to the government, it's not illegal, but to the credit card companies and credit agencies, it's unethical, and it can backfire if you are using a trade line from somebody that you don't know, especially if you are the person that owns that positive credit card and you are the one selling your trade line through a company and profiting from doing that with people you don't know. Then guess what? Your credit card account can get canceled. Or if you're using the credit card of somebody you don't know, their account can get canceled and closed, and they lose all of that credit history. So it's considered unethical, but it's not technically illegal. So the best way and most ethical way to get this done is from people that you know, or if you're doing it for somebody, you're doing it for people you know. So that's why in the beginning of the video, I said it can benefit you. If you know people who have great credit and you're willing to add you on as an authorized user, cool. Or if you're the person with great credit, you should only do it with people you know, your spouse or significant other, your kids, maybe other close family members, but that's about it. Maybe a very close friend, but that's about it. Now, a couple other things you need to know about these trade lines. Number one, I mentioned earlier, not all credit cards will show that credit history on the authorized user's account. So there are credit card companies that will allow you to add an authorized user, and they can have access to the second card if you gave it to them, and they can use the charge to the account, but none of the credit history reports to the authorized user's credit report. So the easy way to find that out is you can look it up online for that particular credit card and say, hey, does this credit card report on an authorized user's account? And if you can't find the answer there, just call up the credit card company and ask them, hey, if I add an authorized user to this account, will it report and show, will it benefit their credit? Okay. The second thing, this is another thing that's important. There are some credit card companies, very few, but some credit card companies will only report to the authorized user's credit report if they live at the same address as the primary user. So that's another thing. Home Depot is like that, and there's a couple other ones that are like that as well. Third thing, okay, there are some credit card companies, some American Express cards and others, that will report to an authorized user's credit report, but it won't report the previous history. So if that account was open for 7 years and all the payments were made on time, but the authorized user was added today, guess what? It's only going to report on their credit report starting from today. So they don't get the benefit of all that 7 years of history, okay? But it's still a help. It's still a big help, but not as much help as getting all the years prior to them being added as an authorized user, okay? So that is why credit, these credit trade lines are a big hack to help people accelerate building their credit. We've seen people who they were maybe 50 points shy of getting their credit score to a point of qualifying for a home loan, and just adding a trade line made the difference in some cases. There's different reasons. Now, if you don't have access to a trade line, somebody that'll trust you to be added onto a trade line, then the next option, okay, that has similar benefits, but not as much, but can help you accelerate building your credit, is a secure credit card. A secure credit card is where you pay money, and you can get them as low as $200. So you pay your own money to get the card, and then you, of course, maintain the payments, keep the balance low. Okay, only try to use a maximum of 30% of the available amount. So if it's a $200 card, you don't want to use over $60 a month, and you'll start accelerating building your credit score that way. And we do offer, so I don't sell trade lines, so don't send me a message after this video saying, hey, can you hook me up with the trade line? No, I don't do that. But we do have secure cards available. That is available on my website. And you can start as low as $200, and that can excel. I did it. I used secure credit cards when I was rebuilding my credit. So between me using a credit repair program through our company, a secure card, and then of course just managing my money, my credit better, payments and everything on time, that grew my credit almost 200 points in just over 4.5 months. So secure card is a way to help out with that. But hopefully this video helped. Type in the comments below if you have any questions or comments, or if you use trade lines at any point that have helped you. Definitely feel free to share some comments. Look forward to more content coming in the free game channel. Hope you guys got value from this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.